Yo, another bonus English podcast is on the way, and we are joined today by Avarice of Prontera-1 and Mamin of Prontera-8. Enjoy! Hey, what's up? We're back in another episode of Ragnanaman, a Ragnarok Origin Global podcast. So, as what we were talking about yesterday, today is April 15th, 2023. We wanted to guest some people who were able to go into the other servers just so we can keep up with updates and news regarding what's happening in other servers. Because in a way, we're a bit isolated in regards to we only know what's happening in our server, but I'm sure that there will be different news, different drama, different divine powers, different competition in other servers, and we want to make sure that we're updated. So today we're joined by two of my I don't know if close friends, two of my friends, Avarice and Mamin. So Mamin joined us during the last episode to talk about home, but we'll be talking more generally today, not just their guild. But we're also joined by one of our special guests. I think some people know him because he's very active in all the different servers. But I want him to introduce himself first before anything else. So we have Avarice here today. So can you tell us anything about yourself, Ava,
All
before we
right,
go to Mamin again?
sure. I'm usually known as Avarice. Recently, in the global server, it's asterisk a Varice
Because of the filter, huh?
because of the filter. And
Yeah.
all right, so Ragnarok basically it's my life. Okay, it's ever since I think 13, 14 years old. So, but I come into
Sorry.
yeah.
Is your wife there? You have to make sure that when you say that your wife's not there, huh?
Right, she's asleep upstairs.
Okay,
So
very good. So Ragnarok is your life.
I'm safe. I'm safe. So then back I guess around 8 years back I got in after quitting the PC RO and then leaving the computer era. So I started off by finding out ROM, Ragnarok Online Mobile, and then since they are China beta time, up to then they came out with Rocks and then came out with Origin RO Origin rule. So in rule itself, I started playing in the China. We call it the China closed beta test. Up to now, it's still beta test somehow rather. Okay, and then
Really?
yeah, it's still beta test. They no longer accept any more beta testers. So basically, what they are doing inside there, they decided internally, and then they will push it out to official servers. The arrangement has already changed. So most probably it's Taiwan first, then global, and then the other stuff. So China, I played Korean, and then private servers, three to four private servers, maybe five, okay. And then I also tried on North America and A server. And then the only server official that I didn't try is Japan. So now I'm in global, and since you asked which server am I in, I'm in Prontera-1. So
Wow.
Prontera-1, yes. So up to now, I guess many people are not able to create their character there anymore. So even though I get my friends to come and play Ragnarok, since it's now advertised in the social media as well, but they can't create a character there. Not possible. Yeah.
Yeah, and who are you playing with at Prontera-1?
Prontera-1 is I'm playing with a group of friends who I got to know in the private server. We are mainly from basically all over the world. They are Australia friends, they are Thailand, they are Thai friends, they are and also from the US as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So great. How about you, Mamin? Where did you end up?
So yeah, we ended up in the same server as Mana and Prontera-8. And it's been fun. And today on Guild League, we finally have the chance to go against Mana. Although I'm not really sure like if my guildmates are prepared to face them because we're most of them are new players. Like they don't really have the knowledge on RO. But we'll try our best because we're fighting someone with Angeling card there and blah blah blah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
You can do it. You can do it with the power of friendship, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nakama
so
power, bro. Nakama power.
Nakama power. How about you, Ava? Were you able to participate in guild leagues the past week?
Yes, if I remember correctly, so far there's been 3 times. Was it 3 times or twice?
I think twice. Yeah.
Twice, right? So,
Twice.
first one was with this one, the Thai guild called AODZ. I don't know how they are pronounced, AODZ. And the other one,
Aods. It's a
Aods.
guild
Aods.
from Aods. I think it's an old guild from Ragnarok Eternal Love. It's like one of the
Alright.
most competitive Thai guild back in the day.
Okay, so first was that, and then another time was with Zeus, Banana Potato Guild Master. So it was fun. Because they have the majority of our guild members have experience in the NA server doing the 40 versus 40. So basically, their coordinations was good. Just that the new people that joined in were confused in the map 2. That's map 1 and map 2, right? 40 versus 40. So they were a little bit confused here and there. But map 2 became 2 rounds of it, right? Became a PvP ground more than a PvE ground. And the pets were Pokemon. It was a Pokemon center, Pokemon League.
Yeah, that's actually something that a lot of people were asking during last night's Heartfire Tales, right? So let's talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's great that you guys are getting different experiences with different guilds and different servers, you know. So for me personally, I'm at Islud 7, so I'm currently a part of Dynasty Guild. At the moment, the top 3 guilds are Dynasty, Dynasty 2, and Dynasty 3. There. So the 4th guild is Carnage, and then the 5th guild is Unknown. So somehow there's still some competition, but so far we've been playing well. And just for your guys' information, we made Blitzkrieg still. So this guys, Mamin and Avarice, were part of we were part of one guild in the private server, part of Blitzkrieg. And we just made Blitzkrieg as a casual guild. Like all of our friends, all of our relatives we put there that can't be competitive or just be playing casually. And surprisingly, the past 2 guild leagues, they're 2-0 already.
Wow.
So later they're gonna fight. Yeah. You can still log in at Islud 7 if you want to make a character, man. Just join Blitzkrieg. It's actually also very fun. I was talking about that last night, yesterday's recording with Cody Wample Dad. And we said it's actually fun. I piloted one of the characters that's part of there. Sometimes it's fun to do casual versus casual guild because you know there's like placements, right? So for the top ranking guilds, you fight with the top ranking guilds, but for the casual guilds with the lower activity, you also match up with the guilds with the lower activity. So somehow it's also a bit fun playing with people with Apex. You're just fighting. There's no Pokemon actually in lower tier guild league. So it's actually fun. It's actually also very fun. So yeah. So I just wanted to ask you guys first how your first week experience is. So we launched Ragnarok Origin last April 6, 2023. So it's like 10 or around 9 days since the start. And how was your experience playing from day 1 to day 2? Let's start with the first day. I'm sure as you told Ava earlier about the difficulty on logging in. Actually right now, Islud 7, somehow you can already create a new character or you can enter Islud 7 more easily. But I heard the Prontera servers are still having difficulties logging in, right? Is that from Pront 1 to Pront 10? Or like just speak on your experience on your server, Prontera-1 and then Prontera-8.
Okay, I go first. Prontera-1 or they couldn't go in after more. I think correct me if I'm wrong. 3 hours or 4 hours into the game, server starts. All right, and then they couldn't go in. On the next day itself, there was an opening, probably like 1 or 2 hours, where people can come in and register their characters. And then after that, it was closer. As far as I know, it's already closed. So first day experience, what we expected usually when servers are open, with the number of people coming in was lag and everything, but it did not happen. Server reset or restart or reboot did not happen. It was good. To me, it's considered positive, and there were many bugs as well. I was making a lot of noise pre CBT for iOS in the Discord for iOS to be tested out, but they didn't give a F about it. Sorry. So then final CBT I managed to went in. Same few bugs and the censored words were present, but we gave feedback. I gave feedback. I screenshot a lot of translation problem to them. So all were fixed when the server opened. And I really did not expect 30 servers. I was expecting like lesser, probably like 15 to 20. Okay, because
Oh, really? I
and
was actually expecting more, to be honest.
okay,
Initially, I was
okay.
expecting maybe 50 just because of the super high demand, even in all the different communities. I wasn't able to ask you guys like so I don't know if this is true, but Mamin told me that he's half Filipino. So can you guys can you tell us your nationality just so that that we know
Oh,
who we're talking to? You know.
okay. I'm Malaysian Chinese. What about you, Mami?
So I'm Indonesian Filipino and stayed like most of my life in Indonesia, but some few years like abroad.
Yeah, because I was talking about Ava actually being honorary Filipino also because somehow he knows a lot of Filipino words, maybe just being exposed to a lot of Filipinos during his gaming experience. Because there
Yeah,
are a lot of Filipinos playing all types
yeah,
of games all the time, And I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's also the same for the different Southeast Asian nationalities like Indos, Malays, Thai, especially. I think Thai is the biggest, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or do correct me if I'm wrong.
In terms
Uh,
of
Sorry?
Mami,
in
go first.
term no in terms of like the player base or what.
Yeah, player base.
I guess it's split between Thais and Filipinos, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to the first day experiences. How about you, Mamin? How was your experience in Prontera-8?
Uh, if you guys could use your imaginations, especially you guys, the ones who are listening, remember one meme from GTA San Andreas? Ah, shit, here we go again. That's what I'm feeling because, like, I've been playing RO since Korea. It's pretty much the same like Ava. I've been playing a lot of servers, and oh man, here we go again. Let's restart again and do some despair refinings, despair enchantments, and the grindings and all of those stuffs. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. Uh, cause like in my guild, I've been set up as a one of the community pillars where they could ask questions regarding the game.
Oh man,
So
that's the hardest. That's the
and
hardest thing to do, man. Honestly, if
so
I was volunteered to do that role, I probably wouldn't do it.
it's not volunteered. It's just
It's forced.
yeah, it's for so our communication, daily communications, we use WhatsApp chat, and there's this thing happening like on the first few days I was busy working in the office, and I kind of left my phone around like 2-3 hours, and when I checked my phone, oh my god, there's like more than 20-30 private messages like asking what should I do with this, what should I do with that, what build is good for this and that. Oh my god, it's frustrating at first, but eventually I really appreciate when people are actually listening to what builds and and everything like based on my experience. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been quite hectic, but overall, I'm satisfied that I could, like I said in the previous podcast, like this game is more like a reunion for me and my friends. Cause from Eternal Love and from ROX, we're being separated. Like most of the people didn't like ROX, so they stayed in ROM. But I quit from both, and we got a chance to play together in this game. And people, yeah, for almost like it's more than a week already, and people are still playing and they're still enthusiastic with the game. So it's been fun.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And did you guys already decide on the server even before the the OBT started? Because I remember on our end, I was talking about this also in the previous podcast that we're actually talking on how we will be able to fit 300 players in one server and make sure that everyone actually gets in. So in during the OBT, like a few minutes or maybe like an hour before OBT, we were still discussing where we will end up because on the end, in technically we'll be facing each other in inter-server PvPs anyway. So the priority at that time is just really to have everyone be able to join the server that we'll be playing in so that we'll be able to optimize our leveling, we'll be able to play with our friends, etc. So I'm sure it's hell for Prontera-1 and it's still hell for Prontera-8, right? Going in. Were all your friends or all your guildmates able to enter the server?
Thank God, yeah. Thank God, yeah. Most of them are really attentive when I say like, guys, please let's stand by like 30 minutes before the server opens. Or hell, no, we need to stand by like an hour before. And thankfully at that time I was working from home, so I had the chance to log in early as well. And most of the people's, like we discussed before, few peoples are actually taking sick leave just to enter this game.
Yeah, man. I'm sure. How about you, Ava? Didn't you have work during the and you're able to go into Prontera-1? Don't you have work during that day?
Yeah, thankfully that at that point of time it was 11 a.m. for us. So my customers has already went back. Okay, so where I have my own business, right? So they are already back at work. So I had some time to spare, and in the Discord that I joined, which is Guild Panda, they actually created event and they asked us to hop on to the voice to log in probably like 20 minutes before the server opened up. And then inside they were like screaming, hey, it's already open, go in, go in, go in. So most of the people that got online in the voice on the Discord basically managed to create their characters.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And on my end, actually, when I entered Isrud 7, I made sure to make extra accounts just in case I have friends who are not able to log in during that time. But yeah, but so far it's actually somehow you can still say that somehow it's a successful launch because I've experienced a lot of gacha games launch going into maintenance a few hours after they launched just because they couldn't cover the capacity. So somehow at least they were able to mitigate the entry of people. They were able to, but I actually think we're still due for a server merge sometime, maybe around 6 months after, just like how Taiwan is. Just so that right now there's really a purging of the what we call the intro boys and the intro girls. So let's not be sexist. The intro people, so yeah, maybe we'll still meet each other some other time. So I want to talk about that because I asked a specific question in the Heartfire Tales that I think was already answered, and I was somehow it's a bit heartbreaking hearing that from the devs, but I quite understand. But I'll bring it up later on. So how about your first week, guys? How was the first week of playing? Are you able to play everything? Like have you been playing optimally? Have you been min-maxing or just been playing casually?
How about no?
What David? You haven't been playing at all.
So it's actually a good advantage for my guildmates since like uh, I'm considered as the character that I'm playing is considered as one of the top characters in the server and in the guild. And we have so in my experience as a priest in the Korean server, and I don't really top up in the Korean server. My challenge was like on how to do levelings. Although you can go with battle priest back in the day, but it's really painful. So what I suggest, I would just create a list of leech to prioritize the level ups for the priests in the guild, and so that's what I've been doing in my in usually in the afternoon till like late night before event, basically being the leecher in the guild with the other high DPS in the guild. But as for PvP events, thankfully, I still manage to attend because I may have got home in time from work. Anything apart from that, I haven't got the chance to do like a full MVP run with my team.
Yeah, same, dude. Same.
And by the time of this recording, so in like a few hours, where my guild home, we're gonna have a mini gathering, because it's a fasting season here, right? And most of especially the Muslims in our guild are having fasting, and we really appreciate like diversity in our guild. Like we want to do like the break fasting event for the Muslims as well, so we can play and we can talk and we can hang out together in one cafe. So in a few hours, we'll be meeting with the new members as well. So it's gonna be fun. It's fun. It's fun meeting new people from games.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. How about you, Ava? How was your first week experience?
First week experience, okay. PvP was fun. And then of course it all boils down to how much arrangement in the guild itself, how much is already managed well. Okay, so I have been there in the scene with them, with Panda, since the NA time, whereby they are so experienced in terms of their guild management, and they are good friends, and also their arrangement for PvP scenes, and also the War of Imperium. I've joined them a few times. I also uploaded videos, I guess on my Facebook. Okay, so it was fun.
Why are you not up? Why are you not doing Blitzkrieg videos on your Facebook? Why just Panda videos, huh?
Oops.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So then, surprisingly, okay, because the server time is plus UTC plus 7, so it's 1 hour. 1 hour difference as compared to last time. We need to be, when I play the Korean server, it used to be 1 hour earlier. Now it's 1 hour later. That's the difference, if I'm correct. Yeah, I'm correct. Correct, right?
Yes. In Korea, it's 1 hour before. Yeah.
So it's always like 8 p.m. will be for me. My lifestyle usually is family dinner, or be cooking, busy and stuff like that. So the events that falls on the time 9 p.m. it pretty matches my time. As compared, you're playing with the NA server, which is everything. It's 7 a.m. plus they have the daylight saving DST, daylight saving time. So it will
1 hour.
There will be a 1 hour difference, and so forth. So I guess overall, I rate the first week experience as very good. And I've been trying to actually find the Malaysian community where because I'm from Malaysia, so I'm trying to find the Malaysian community. Where are they? Where are the players? Are they mainly just because we have different races, right? Like Chinese, Indian, Malay, and the others. Shout out to like Sabahan, Sarawakians, and also those in the same time zone. So I didn't really found any until this global server came out. And there is one WhatsApp group packed with almost I think it's around 400 people right now. It was 200 plus for when I first joined, probably 1 week back. Now it's 485 people, and and also there's a Facebook group where I've been always posting advertisement of private servers. Okay, hashtag guilty. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Let's
So
plug it again. Yeah.
yeah, so they before the server actually opened up, they actually already fixed that Malaysians will join Prontera-9, whereby I try to get my group of friends, Malaysians or Singaporeans, Malaysian going to Singapore, staying in Singapore, to play in Prontera-1, but they didn't even give any reaction or any feedback whether they want to play the game or not until it's a thing right now, like right now in this one 9 days, was it 9 days?
Yeah.
Then,
9 days. Yeah.
9 days, and then I start to see my secondary school friends, my
Yeah, bro.
university friends playing and posting on Facebook. I say, okay, so it's like I am not with them, but I'm in Prontera-1. I always joke around. I say, no worries. If you're in Islut, right, Joe, Kangkong.
Yeah.
So it's Prontera and Islut is just one map away.
Yeah.
So
I really quite relate to what you were saying about people asking, "Hey, can I join? Where's your server you at? Let's play together." And go ahead, but you talk about it first, and then I'll comment when you finish talking.
So then, right, so then I started seeing my friends playing. So I get them, if you are serious, here's the download link. Okay, you just need to log in to register your character, and then try to log in Prontera-1. If you can't come in, okay, you just go and play where the Malaysian people are, or my group of friends are. So they were like in Islut 7, 8, or around here and there, Geffen some. Then I say, come back, and then you all gather at one place. But I'm sorry, because I created my first character in Prontera-1. During the CBT, they had the rebate thing. So it has already been charged once I create my character and log in. So I'm not able to transfer that to other servers. So
Yeah, your 1 million catnips were already credited in Prontera-1, right?
Oh, low profile. Okay.
Sorry, just 900,000.
Yeah. Okay. 2 0 lesser. Okay. So then, players have. I see people, Malaysians, right? Then the other group of people is in WeChat. There's around 100 plus. The mainly Chinese speaking players as well from Malaysia. So, but it's monopolized by so-called inverted commas agents lah. So they want to top up from them, then he will add you into the group like that. So that's what my first week of experience is. Event time is good, and then gameplay is fine. Let's hope for more events or activities coming in. Yeah.
So I just wanted to comment on what you were talking about earlier about your friends messaging you. So more than the competitive events or the competitiveness of the game or the fun of playing the game, actually, for me personally, it's the community that you get to play with old friends, or even like old real life friends, like people that were just Facebook friends in Facebook for a very, very long time. And you just see them playing Ragnarok, or just because they also played the original Ragnarok online game. So they somehow did a very, very good marketing job, that they got a lot of casual players, that very, very old players, that I was very surprised to see them play. And that on my end, Ava, actually Blitzkrieg is still open at Island 7. So we're not really accepting non-friends or non-relatives or non-friends of friends. So it's just really all referral. So somehow we have been able to fit everyone so far, and there's been some people have been inactive, so we'll have space if ever you want to invite your friends at Zone 7. Just join Blitzkrieg. There's nothing. It's just casual. Up to them if they want to do the events. But so far, they've been winning because some of our members, like Hyper Magix, is just staying at Blitzkrieg as a casual player, even if in reality he's not. I'm sure Mamin also knows Hyper Magix. So So I think that's the biggest draw for me in playing Ragnarok Origin, is that I'm able to play with a lot of people that before I haven't been talking for a long time already, and now we're playing together, even though we're in different guilds, for example, or even if we're different servers, we're able to talk about it. So it's been a very positive experience so far, but it's not without its negative experiences, right? I think I have some friends who were unable to do guild chat and world chat every now and then. They log in, they can no one can read their messages in guild chat, or no one can read their messages in world chat. And then there are some servers. Actually, it was a meme earlier. I don't know if you guys were aware that I think it's Pion 7. For some reason, they had a Thanos swipe this morning. They logged in and the character was gone. Was there any other servers with the same experience?
Not in my knowledge, really. If
Yeah,
that
but
happened to Prontera-8, there's gonna be a riot, bro.
there was a riot actually. I don't know if it's in the Discord or in the Facebook groups. Everyone in Pion 7 just panicked because all their characters were deleted, or like their older characters were gone. But I think it was restored a few minutes, if not a few hours, a few minutes after this happened. So maybe it was just a very very major bug that happened. But there were a lot of servers also going down, right? Going down for a while. Like I think Warrock 1 went down for a while. But in Prontera, surprisingly, the most congested servers, which is Prontera, didn't have any disconnection problems. Or are you also experiencing any of that?
Not for Prontera-8. I think like the devs might allocate like a higher bandwidth towards the more congested servers.
Yeah. How about you, Ava? Any problems in connections or lags in Prontera 1?
No, so far very very good. In the PvP scene as well, it's good. It's very smooth. Only forgot. I think I saw only those who are overseas, like really far, not from the stated global coverage area, right? So they sometimes have connection drops, like disconnected. That's it. Other than that, no.
Yeah, even
Actually, sorry.
I even have like 3-4 Russians playing in
Oh
my
yeah,
guild,
the
right?
Russians, yeah.
Yeah, so those Russians, like, they can't even enter the game at the very beginning, but turns out they messaged the devs in the Discord, like how the admins, like, how should we do this? And turns out the magic of repairing this problem is just to change your local PC time zone into like I think
A
just you need
Southeast Asian time zone.
no not doesn't really need to change it to Southeast Asian. Like, you just change it into like UK time zone and it's all fixed.
So they have do they have like a block to Russia to Russian states?
Maybe. But one
Yeah.
thing for sure, they cannot do any top ups because like all of the payment methods are being blocked, sanctioned
Yeah, I
because
know.
of the issue, right? So
So
feels bad for them. Feels bad. I want to help them. Like, there are some cheap packages, right? Like the
Yeah.
$1, like the $4. Like, I wouldn't mind giving them those so that they can progress. And I tried asking for like the link, but after they press the link, instead of redirecting to the payment method page, they just getting a white block page. So feels bad for them.
Yeah, it does. And actually, right now, I don't even want to spend on Yan berries directly. I just want to wait for promos coming out just to make sure that I'm smartly whaling. I know, so yeah, so I understand that it's quite hard, and actually some people are resorting, although we're not really promoting it, but some people are actually resorting to a lot of third party top ups, just so they're able to top up, and it's quite understandable, especially for those that are not in the Southeast Asian region. It's very hard for them to be able to top up. So hopefully, I think they were also talking about that in the Heartfire Tales, that they'll be addressing these issues. So I'm actually waiting for if you remember the Heartfire Tales one, that they made notes, like a list of the things that they answered. So I hope they also make this for the for Heart File Tales 2. And I'm sure this is one of the biggest questions that they have in regards to people playing. They call it global, but somehow it's still Southeast Asian centric. We know that it's Southeast Asian centric, but we shouldn't be blocking other countries from actually accessing the game.
I want to ask something to Ava. Like, how's the toxicity going in the grinding fields in Prontera-1?
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about that, man.
Yeah, because in here, like, when you have like a high tire tunnel, you're basically owning everything for grinding.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of, well, first, before Ava answer, I'm seeing a lot of griefing and toxicity now, even inside the guild, with skeleton workers, because everyone's
Yeah.
leveling at skeleton workers, man. How many channels do you have at skeleton workers? I think we're up to 6 or 7 already. And it's so hard to find a spot. And when
6
you
or
find a
7?
spot, I think, yeah,
6
if
or
I'm not
7?
mistaken. Yeah.
That's an amateur number, bro.
How many channels in Prontera-8, man?
12 to 14,
Oh my
bro.
god, man. 12,
I'm like,
14
this
channels.
is crazy. This is crazy. So like when I reached the level to get like the 110%, right? I moved to the mines, and I saw the channel numbers, and like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna grind on this thing.
But yeah, man, everyone's fighting, especially in nearby chat, in world chat. In
Obviously.
Prontera-8, what's the how do you call this? What's the top nationality there? Because surprising, in Islud 7, there's, I don't know if there's, I guess there's still a lot of Filipinos, but it's a nice mix of different nationalities in Islud 7. So I think, although I'm quite biased because I'm Filipino, so I guess I can say this because I'm Filipino, there's a different toxic Filipino world chat somehow, and it's not evident in Islud 7. Do you see that in Prontera-8 or in Prontera-1?
In Prontera-8, it's majority Indonesian. I could say like it's around 60% Indonesian, 60 to 70% Indonesian. I saw quite a lot of Filipinos there, and a few Thailand in the server, because I kept on getting like a personal message like with the Thai characters, and I only
I don't
reply,
understand.
I'm sorry, sir, me no England.
How about you, Ava? How's Prontera-1? You're muted, by the way, if you're talking. Oh, I think Ava got disconnected a bit, so maybe we'll just get back to him later on. But I'm sure Prontera-1 has a lot of more diverse mixtures just because it's the first server. Is it the first server that was suggested?
No, it's Prontera-10, I guess.
Prontera-10. Okay.
Yeah.
So at least Prontera-1 has somehow a bit of you have to do some gymnastics for you to be able to go into Prontera-1 rather than just spamming login at the OBT.
But the game was open quite early. Like it's open 20 minutes before. Because I entered 20 minutes before the designated time. It was like 10 p.m. for my time and 11 p.m. for yours, right?
Yeah.
I mean a.m. Sorry.
11 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. How many MVP cars have dropped in your server? Do you recall?
I think none yet, man. I haven't. Well, on my end, because I can't really say because because we're two players playing. If you know 2G1C, the one using 2G1C, we're two people playing the same character, and most of the time actually he's the one playing. He has more free time at the moment than me, so I'm usually just attending evening events or just I'm just the one doing AFK farming and MR. But for me, I haven't seen an MVP card drop yet. How about you? How many? I think. Can you let me guess? I'll probably guess 3.
Okay.
How about 3? Is there 3 MVP cards?
From my knowledge, what I recalled, it's 3.
Oh, I guessed very well, man. So there's an Angeling drop already.
Yeah, there was an angeling drop, and then 2 days ago there was a GTB,
Oh,
and
damn.
like I PM the guy that got the GTB, and I asked him,
How much? I'm just
are
kidding.
you no are you planning to put it on auction? Because like I might be interested, but I'm not sure if I gonna have the budget for it because I'm facing lots of whales in the server, right? I mean, it's not like a necessary card at
Yeah.
the time for the time being, but then yesterday when I just got home, so I logged into my LD cloud and I see, well, as a guild leader, you will be getting a lot of messages and friend requests asking for this their slot in your guild and everything. Like people tend not
Yeah,
to
for
read.
sure.
Yeah, people actually don't read when they saw like the guild is like full on 130 thing. And funnily, I got a message from this guy who got the GTB. He said some other guy actually dropped GTB, and then this morning
Oh, man.
I was
Yeah.
setting up for my grinds, and the guy who got the second GTB actually flexed the card on World Chat.
Oh, my
Sealed
God.
GTB
Yeah.
card, and I'm like, can I have that? Can you please give me that for free? I mean,
There's no harm in trying, right?
yeah. Yeah, I think there's three, but that's just to my knowledge on what I witnessed, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah. On our server, I'm not sure if there's any, but I think this is sign to finally, please, Lord, please give me a mistress card. I've been
Uh,
farming mistress for the last 9 days already. I haven't even gotten an expert ring. I think I'm the
and
unluckiest guy alive.
oh,
How's your
there's
luck?
a
How's your luck in things so far?
so far so bad.
Same, man. I have super bad luck. Well, somehow I got lucky with the Earth Lord. At least I just used around 80 tickets. Well, it's not just, well, it's still a lot of tickets, but at least not 120. But I
Yeah, at
still
least
feel
it's
like,
not
and even in
pity.
refining, sorry,
At least it's not pity, bro.
at least it's not pity. Yeah. How about you? How's your luck in refining? Have you been
Uh,
refining well?
Compared to the CBT, this is
Yeah,
way
yeah.
much better. This is way much better. Less despair, easy plus 12s. But my shit luck gives me a lot of so my plan was just to level up Dunnel on tier 5. That was the initial plan.
Yeah.
And I wanted to max out my samurai
Yeah.
just for the sake of battle priest. And
Yeah.
turns out the Dunnel was like, oh, I kind of need like 3 more Dunnels to max out to tier 10. So so
Just a
I
bit
can
more,
say,
man.
yeah, I know. I was being forced by the game to actually max out the Dunnel.
That's really hard, man. Like even me, I was talking to some of my guildmates earlier, and we actually created a group chat. We say it's like the Boodle group. I actually even added Blitzguard there because
Wow.
we're trying to tell to Boodle Blitzguard to spend more in the game.
Oh
So
my
somehow
god.
we're demonizing each other to keep spending. And
No.
this game actually plays a really good they play a really good um convince you somehow to spend little by little.
I know.
But it's just really how do you call this? Self uh
Bro.
there's
This
just you
game,
have to resist as much as possible, man.
this game, um, we have a saying in my guild, like this game is basically a rabbit hole, right? Like where you,
Yeah, definitely, man.
yeah. So we actually asked all of our old friends, most of our old friends, to come and join us here, especially the decent spenders, right? And one of the well-known guys in our community, he actually gave us some wise words. I quote him on this. after all of us tried to convince him to enter RO, he only said these words: "Even an animal won't fall into the same hole twice." So you guys are worse than
We're worse
animals.
than animals, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could agree.
he said that. He said that to us, and we're like, yeah, we're dumb.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
dumb.
We agree. We agree. We would agree with that saying. So Ava, Ava's back. We were talking about toxicity in the servers. How is toxicity starting in your server, because where everyone's going to skeleton worker now, so it's starting to come up in world chat, like people fighting, guilds fighting, there's
Yeah.
KSing, etc. How is it? How is it in Prontera-1?
So basically, I ignore the word chat. That's one. But then, yeah.
I'm sure you're participating. I'm just kidding. Are you part of the world chat warriors?
Basically, there's not much toxicity. Okay, from what I see. Okay, only the usual Kenny making some noise here and there with a few guys from the Kanga, which is Panda's or second casual, so-called casual guild. So other than that, it's more like a lot of Thai wording on word chat. So if you say about like gacha trap, and we call it like I quote and quote again, Mamin, right? Rabbit hole. So happens in the WhatsApp group more than the word chat that I see. So it's like, oh, they get one card, okay, and then there was a screenshot. Oh, they say, oh, thanks God, I got this one. And then they unlock the pad, you get a pad, S pad, and then they just screenshot, get an accessory, they screenshot, they top up their cat needs, and then they'll show off. So it's this scenario, I guess it has been there because I've been playing around in many servers, so I'm already immune to it. I'm very very tempting, yes. Every 10 levels, 5 or 10 levels, you come up with a best value pack. I'm with the timer there.
Oh, it just came out in your screen.
Yes.
I saw
I
it.
just hit 60, so yeah, there's one pack there. So I will comment more on the pricing. So if it's the whole gacha and the whole top up scene, usually they want you to forget your currency. They want you to remember. They want you to have their currency. That's why they have their neon berries, their diamond, their Eden coins, right? So then, but the scene wouldn't run far away from currency, whereby if they put it in US dollar, then you will feel like, wow, it's so expensive, US dollar, I don't think I will buy it. But if they put it in your currency and then it's below, like, I would say $20, maybe $20 will be around how much for PHP again? 20 USD?
20 USD in Philippine peso.
Yeah, Philippine peso.
Around 1,000 pesos.
Yeah,
probably.
1,000 pesos. I guess 1,000 pesos is fine for people to spend in. So I'm seeing the how to say, the trend whereby people are buying on a weekly basis, or every 2-3 days they will just like, okay, I'll spend a little bit. So I guess that's the toxicity. I can't pronounce that word.
The toxicity.
Toxicity comes in when they top up and then they get something and then they'll show off. Okay, so I guess that's what makes the server survive as well. So,
it's actually very funny when I ask different people, like, hey, is this package worth it? And they will respond depending on what they got in the package. Like, I asked someone that the level 60 promo, is that gacha package worth it? Someone will say, yeah, it's worth it because I got Y cores there. No, it's worth it. I didn't get anything there. So it's so hard to really decide what's worth or not, depending on how lucky you are, probably.
Yes. It's all luck by
It's all luck, man.
percentage. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then the pet thing, I've been seeing the trend as well in Taiwan server. Oh, I forgot to mention I played Taiwan server as well. So in the Taiwan server, they revamped the whole pet system to become a gacha scene, whereby you gacha for your pets, right? So spenders will basically get what they want, because you can spend to get that specific pet that you want. So I have already foreseen it. It will happen in global. So just for free to play, free F2P players, forced to play players. All right, I say F2P is forced to play. You just get whatever that's necessary for you. If you feel like topping up, go ahead. Okay, but spend wisely. Okay, this is education podcast.
Yeah,
PSA
definitely.
podcast.
Yeah. This really a tip for everyone that plans to spend in the game. Really, if you're gonna spend, really just spend the amount that you are willing to let go. Do remember that uh, spend based on the fun that you're having and not sacrificing any personal expenses that you should be saving up for other things, such as, especially for example, for your family, for yourself, for other things like your education, etc. I know there are a lot of people who fall down the rabbit hole, yeah, and get addicted to the game. But please do always think of the other things that you have to prioritize rather than the game. The game will always be there. You will always be able to. That somehow, I'm very confident to say that you will be able to compete in one way or another. Not
Yeah.
If not PvP, then PvE, or just just enjoy the game. Don't really need to spend. But if you're able to spend, then that's great. If you're having fun spending, that's great. But spend wisely. I think even the whales will say that. Some will probably just spend without thinking about it, but somehow they're still spending wisely because they know how much they should spend in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to
So
Yeah,
yourself.
sorry.
Yeah, Mami,
note to
go
self.
ahead.
Note to
Yeah, yeah.
self.
Note to self.
I did,
Note to
no,
self.
note to self. But I've been spending wisely, and I've been keeping a lot of. Oh my god, there's a lot of expert ring drops in one run. Oh my god.
Yeah, there are runs actually. I see like 7 rings, 8 rings
Yeah,
dropping, and I'm like, what the f? I've been hunting mistress for 9 days already, and not one of my party mates get expert rings. I'm so
bro,
unlucky, man.
bro. Don't worry. Knowing it's Ragnarok Origin, there will be a pop-up on for $99. You will get a 2-slotted ring.
Oh no.
Please don't. and talking and talking about the rabbit hole right now, I'm saving up
Yeah,
my gacha tickets for the rabbit espet. So I will
yeah,
fall down the rabbit hole when that comes out. Literally.
yeah. What's the highest CP the divine power in each of your servers right now?
Yeah, I haven't checked yet, but I think on my end, I think 100 something. How about you guys? I guess you guys first. I don't have my Ragnarok Origin open right now, so I can say, but maybe 100 something, 150 probably, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, I'm seeing a lot of familiar names in the Prontera-1. Those names I fought them in Eternal Love.
Yeah,
Wolf.
the highest in
100.
Prontera-1 is how much?
Winza,
177.
Winza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
177, man.
Yeah.
How about you in your server in Prontera-8? Who's the
In
highest
front.
there?
It's Mavis, an assassin, with 173.
Oh man. So I guess we have to catch up. I'll go tell XXX, who I think is our highest in divine power in Islude 7, to catch up.
But
I
bro,
think
but bro,
150. Yeah.
like this Mavis guy, he's my guildmate, right? And
Yeah.
we eventually we made a meme out of him, because he's been he's been totally
Mindless spending.
invested. No. He's been
Uh,
totally invested in feathers. Like Ava did just recently said about people having thoughts on like how to count the currencies as well, right? But this Mavis guy, he made a meme out of himself. Like he's making everything into his currencies
Year
into
10?
feathers. No, into feathers. Like,
Oh
oh,
man.
so I should spend on this. So this is probably around 40 feathers or like 8 feathers. So we name him the feather guy.
The feather guy. The chicken, maybe. With lots of feathers or the eagle.
And yesterday we did our first because yesterday I am finally free from work. I finally had the chance to compete on Endless Tower. Oh my god, we got wrecked so bad by Pyro, bro.
I heard the Endless Tower was so hard. I haven't tried it yet. We're probably gonna run tomorrow just to maximize our levels. But I heard that it's significantly harder than in ROV1.
Yeah, it's
What floor did you reach?
40, but we didn't clear it. We don't have time and enough DPS to kill even one boss. I think on the 14th floor is Pharaoh and Deviling, I think, or Drake. I forgot the second one, but we tried hitting the Pharaoh, and a few seconds later we're all dead.
Oh damn! I haven't tried, so I'm excited to try it tomorrow. How have you done ET, Ava?
Reaching 40 is pretty good, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean,
I'm a low spender, so I did not do ET at all.
I think your mic got a bit lower, Ava. Maybe you could adjust it.
So I'm a low spender, so I did not do ET at all.
No, you should, bro. Just for the sake
even 10, you know.
Yeah, just for the sake of the first ET rewards, bro.
Okay, I should try it then.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. So we're almost at the end of our cast, our episode. So I want to ask, like, how's the competition in your servers? Like, do you guys want to talk about a little bit about the guilds playing in your servers, not just in PvP competition? Because on our end, I'm not sure. We've been trying to do all the fastest MVPs, server game wide, not just server wide. So I think the latest one that they finished is what's after Baphomet. What was the MVP after Baphomet? Cause I remember that the only please do correct me if I'm wrong. The only MVP that we were not first game wide was Baphomet. So I don't know. It's just I'm not sure. Also, it's not a definite claim from me, but I just heard that there's somehow timing how they do MVPs, and Baphomet, the first Baphomet kill in the game is actually Alt F4, if I'm not mistaken. But the rest, I think, I don't know, but they're saying that we were the first in the other MVPs, especially like Frioni. What's the last MVP skill there in your servers?
Everything is dead.
Oh, everything until the end, man.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay, so I have to double check that fact if
Wow.
we're still.
Oh wait.
What's the last boss? Can you check, Ava? What's the last boss?
You know what's not dead in my server? Surprisingly,
Yeah.
Drak.
Oh, Drak. Is it because it's so boring to kill?
No, because I will be the first to kill Drak. No, just kidding. I'm not sure.
Make sure to live stream it.
I would try.
Okay,
We'll wait
for that. We'll wait for that, man. How about you, Ava? How's the PVM?
I'm looking at the MVP list. Okay, so untouched MVP will be Dracula.
Oh, sorry, Buffo is the last MVP, right? Okay.
So basically, every MVP above Dracula is untouched. Not sure why. Yeah, very interesting. But I remember the first team killing. If I'm correct, it was killing Moonlight Flower was Wiza. Was it Wiza again? That guy in the
Wiza,
top
yeah,
ranking.
the top rank guy.
Winza.
Yeah, Winza. Yeah. So,
so
yeah, that's the scene here in the MVP scene.
And then PvP, how is it?
PvP, okay. There's a tab where you can see the top 10 guilds, right? Legends are number 1, and then monsters.
What is Legends? What guild is that? What nationality?
Legends? It's Thailand. So Legends is basically
right?
A guild consisted of whales and eternal love.
So they came from Eternal Love. Okay.
Yeah, and Monster, to my knowledge, is a guild from ROX. Odds is from Eternal Love. Panda is the community
What
from
nationality is Monster?
the top three is Thai.
Ah, all of
Yeah,
them are
that's
Thai. Oh
fine.
my
Yeah.
god, man. So many Thai
That's
people.
yeah. Panda is Ava Guild is with Kaito, with Kenny, and everyone,
Yeah.
right?
The NA guys.
Any
Yeah.
guys here?
Let's see the top 10. Let's see the top 10. Our
Zeus.
system. Our system is also a friend of mine's guild, Thailand guild. I know a few streamers from our system, and the others I have no clue except Kangaroo.
January. Neverland. Some
How
spring.
about you, Mamin? How's the but all the are all the top 10 guilds in your server Ava competitive or like very like do you think they are playing well or like you're anticipating a very competitive guild league with each one of them or is there a
It's,
specific guild that you think you would match up very well or you'd be having difficulty matching up to?
there's like a what cooking. Where do I see the cooking one again?
I'm not
Which
sure where the cooking leaderboards
I,
are.
I
Oh
guess
yeah.
What?
it's the keyword.
I think that's the best basis for PvP competition. Who's the best cook?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can't comment that because I'm not too sure. So but I've been seeing just the few front guilds, the top four, okay, and also Neverland as well. The others are just so lah. And yeah, that's the thing. The
Yeah.
P-
How about
PvP no PvP MVP PvE I guess I hardly see world chat because basically it's a lot of Thai words. So yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just wanted to comment on how I actually had a fun experience playing the arena. So I know that there were I was talking to some people earlier and they were and before the game actually started they were saying that oh I don't actually want to play the game because I'll just be always be matched up with the whales. I'll just be steamrolled by the whales all the time. But because of the amount of people actually playing, this is also something that I said yesterday during the previous episode. Um, do take note that actually the whales are just around maybe around 10 or 20% of the server population. And you'll be matched up with people of the same caliber, of the same spending limit or the same capacity as you are more often than you're being matched with the whales. So there are actually a lot of F2P players, especially for example in Blitzkrieg. I was talking to some people. They actually even reached 6th floor and they're totally F2P players in arena.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Good for them.
yeah, but it relies on a very very big population, so hopefully if ever the population dwindles down somehow, so because in a way it's natural or it's expected in a lot of mobile games that somehow someday there will be a dwindling of I hope they don't take a long time to merge servers, just so to keep that competition going even with casual guilds or even casual players. But yeah, they
Yeah.
never got matched up with a person with Donel. They never got matched up with a person with Espets. Or even if they're matched up with that person, they were still able to keep up. So this is actually a question I posed to Cody Wample Dad yesterday. Like, were the pets nerfed? Because I think some people did not have that much of a bad experience facing people with Espets. Or it's
Yes.
just because were they nerfed in PvP settings? Do you think? Do you think?
No, and in general, they rescaled the skills. I think the Earth Lord is more squishier now,
Yeah.
and the cooldown for the pull is being increased to 12 seconds. Instead, the Dunnel got buffed, so the explosion cooldown was from 12 reduced to 6. So
But I still heard if you encounter a ghost samurai tier 10, you just stand there and you'll die.
you just stand there and probably call the funeral and
Yeah.
prepare a
prepare
lot.
prepare. So how about you, Mami? How's the competition in your server?
Oh, obviously
Because you have mana, right?
yeah, it's obviously it's home versus mana. I could already tell because like the top 3 guilds currently is from the guild leaderboard event. The first guild is obviously mana. The second guild is mana regen. And the third guild is home. Fourth is a higher, and then Euphoria, Kings, Celestial, ARR, Alone Troop.
ARR, is that All Rights Rivers or something?
I forgot, but I remember meeting ARR in ROX in the early days in the same server as well.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
most
I was just wondering.
ARR players would maybe probably recognize a few names in my guild.
Yeah.
And then PvP-wise, I haven't really paired with the top with the same level of DPS except in Expedition because it's free for all, right? So Expedition, I've only encountered mana once. It was pretty balanced. Like most of my guild members are dead, and most of their guild members are dead as well. But let's see on tonight because it's gonna be a guild league. It's pretty blind for us, so yeah, we'll just try our best to compete with them.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like the fun. I think half of the fun of fighting like two big guilds fighting is that you'll never know who'll win or who won't. And regardless, I think from the podcast with Mana and LF, I think Mana guys are how do you say this? They're well mannered somehow. So it's not really a toxic fight between the two. Of course, it's competitive, but at least it's not toxic. You'll probably, regardless win or lose, you'll probably learn a lot of things from there. And I hope people will be motivated whoever wins this match.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, home is a casual guild. We want to play for fun, not that competitive.
Well, that's what everyone says. I know some people who are not that competitive, and then after the first 3 days, you see them. They already have one of the top. Or they're already in the top 10 rankings in Divine Power. No, I'm not competitive, man. It's just the game is really forcing me to.
Yeah.
Actually, I opened my Ragnarok Origin right now, and I also checked who are the top here in the game. But while I'm still opening it, I just wanted to ask you guys, like, what things are you looking forward to? I just wanted to interject that I saw the Ragnarok NA Facebook post earlier that they're actually removing Guild League. Do you have any comment regarding that and changing it to a different PvP event? Do you have any idea on what they're changing or how are they changing it?
No clue, but I would really love and appreciate if they reduce like the most of the events because because it's eventful. First point is eventful. Second point is so I've been sampling on how we do auctions in Blitzkrieg, right? And I've been trying to keep it as balanced as possible. So people,
how's your auction?
Surprisingly, it went well, but the thing is, like, in the private server, it's only like around 40 to 60 people, right, for the auctions. But in here, oh my god, everybody wants some piece of it. So it's really frustrating, bro. So like in a week, you need to do auction 5 times. I would really love to pay someone to do our auctions.
Yeah, for sure. It's somehow the first ever auction. It was super chaotic. Like everyone buying out everything.
Yeah.
There was really, even though we have already fixed it or like we have already preset auctions, because of the amount of new players playing the game, there will be probably around 50% that would probably not listen to the instructions. So it's a work in progress, but actually we're having better and better auctions so far. How about in your server, Aba? How are the auctions?
Yeah. Speaking about auctions, I'm not sure how those people determine how much to buy, but it's always even in the world auction, it's wipeout. We have 80 over pages. I've seen one time it was 80 over pages. It's all wipeout instantly. So they basically they just buy out. They don't bother. So
but good for us. We get a lot of dividends.
Oh, it's guild auction.
In guild auctions.
How many minutes or second does it take in Prontera-1 to finish the whole world auction?
I didn't count because the when it comes to
Because
world auction, it's quite late, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
basically,
I think it ends at around 12 or like
yeah.
I know at around 6 p.m. GMT
So
plus
You
CM.
know,
so so very fast, very quickly. It's the only one left over is usually the pet lah, the
yeah.
pet
Yeah.
issue.
And
So
in Prontera-8,
mhm.
two or 5 minute tops, everything is gone.
Oh
World
damn,
auction.
man. Oh my god. That's so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure on our end also, but I think the word you're saying world or guild? World auction, right?
World.
Yeah. I think we still last until 6 p.m. the next day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everything gets bought out just because I guess it's the later server. So even not all the whales
Mm.
are here, but somehow at least there's a bigger pool for whales to go in. So I just opened my rankings here in the server, and our highest is just 150. Well, not just. It's bad to say just, but XXX our highest ranking player at 159,000 power. So
Mm.
maybe just around 10,000 difference, but most of them are just averaging around 120,000. But most
Mhm.
of them are already part of just one guild. So I hope there's more competition because so far everyone's in Dynasty except for some people who are in the second most, probably the second most populated guild, which is Carnage. Um, yeah, so our guild rankings, I don't know if you guys know any of them. So Carnage is number 4. There's a guild called Unknown. There's a guild called Philippines. Herm Germ, which I probably is a Thai guild, and then some
SG
other guilds.
Kopitiam.
What does that mean?
It's basically Singaporean coffee shop.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so somehow it's a bit of a, but there are a lot of guilds still, you know. Oh, where's Blitzkrieg?
Yeah.
See, Blitzkrieg is number
See,
39. Yes.
nice,
We'll fight.
nice.
Road to top 1.
Let me share mine, but I'm online via LD Cloud right now because, like I said before, I am doing leeching for my guildmate, so I need to stand by on LD Cloud.
Oh yeah.
So this is the top ranking.
Where, where, what's the top ranking in your server? I think it's Valrat or no?
No, that's Mavis.
Oh, sorry, it's Mavis, and then
Yeah. The second is Valrat.
oh, yeah.
The third is the assassin, Indonesian guy.
Where
and
did
then-
where did F4 end up?
What? Alt F4?
Yeah, where did they end up?
I
I
think
thought
it's
they were going front 1 actually.
no. There's a story behind that, but I choose not to disclose the story on a stream.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories to share that you can share
No.
about any about how about you, Ava? I know you have a lot of stories, Ava. Do you want to share any closing remarks before we end our stream?
Wait, I have to find a screenshot. But basically, they actually when our guild leader Dollar said that we are going to Prontera-1, and then the whole drama thing happened in the chat, right? So they were challenging. They were actually talking bad and shit talking about Dollar and stuff like that. So Kenny screenshot about it, but everything cooled down after that. So it was about, I guess, the few guilds that actually wanted competition, but then they ran away from competition. Yeah, something like that. But we everyone is also asking where's alternate 4 F4.
Oh
is it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Alt F4, yeah.
not sure where they are.
Yeah, I hope we get someone here who are able to confirm or like to talk about their experiences playing with that. So maybe hopefully in the future episodes we'll have more people coming in and we'll talk about their experiences in the server. It's always very interesting to talk
Mhm.
about your own experiences in the server. And different servers have also different levels of competitiveness, different levels of different whales, you know, different casuals, different
Mhm.
politics. The politics is always so interesting. So at this point, I don't think there are a lot of Game of Thrones style events yet. but I'm sure in the future there will be like backstabbing, talking shit to each other, probably, etc., etc. So I guess before we end our podcast, do you have any words or like expectations moving forward, Ava? Anything you want to say to the community, and then you can also plug your socials at
Oh
this
no,
part
I gotta
of the
search my
podcast.
social first.
What? Sorry.
I gotta search my social first. Hold on.
While you're searching, just give me your words of wisdom or words of wisdom. Depends on what you're gonna say. Words of wisdom or words of wisdom. What,
um,
what,
for players out there, always have a lookout on the latest news. Okay, especially when it comes to updates. Okay, so like I mentioned just roughly 40 or 50 minutes ago, the patch updates, the updates pushing out according to servers are China beta test, and then it will come to, I most probably think that it will come to Taiwan first, then you will see it in global, then to the other regions, NA, Japan, and so you want to see updates, fastest updates, follow these their official Facebook or their Discord to see the updates. And so my from time to time I stream some mainly Ragnarok games. Okay, so you can find me at facebook.com/avarice AVARICE 0923. Basically that's where I'll be putting up my streams, not on YouTube. Okay, and then anything you can PM me there. Any questions that you want to ask, I can try my best to answer as well. I've been helping the Malaysian community as well, like what to do to upgrade cards, what is the best enchantment now that everybody is level 60 and so, right? So enchantment enhancement, and then what's the best value in terms of Malaysian ringgit to invest in in terms of the cash items. Yeah, so you can drop me I don't know message on Facebook. Yeah, it's Avarice 0923. Just search me on Facebook. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you so
And I
much.
think you're very active in the RO Global Discord also, right? Like you don't,
Yeah.
but it's asterisk Varis or something. Varis. so while we're waiting for Mamin, I think Mamin answered
back.
the door. Oh, you're back. I just wanted to quickly interject the new guild event. I just want to read it to you guys and just want to hear your reaction on how they changed the guild league in Ragnarok Origin NA. So they have this new guild event. They call it Fantastic Guild Battle. So when the event starts, both guilds will first organize a vanguard team consisting of 5 adventurers each for battle. So somehow it's like maybe guild battle or guild match before, like the 5v5, right? Guild members who are not part of the vanguard team can watch the battle as spectators. So it just really looks like a guild match. The guild whose vanguard team wins the battle will receive rewards. After the vanguard team battle ends, the official Fantastic Guild battle will commence. What does that mean? So there will be a 5v5 happening first, and then there will be a guild versus guild battle happening after. So the official Fantastic Guild battle, the team leader can choose to challenge monsters or enemy teams in the battlefield. So either you're gonna do PvE or PvP, or be selected by enemy teams and passively accept challenges. So it's like, oh, do I want to pass the decision making to the other guild? Each adventurer participating in the battle will have a certain amount of initial action points. The team's combat power is the sum of all members' action points. Winning battles earns points, while losing battles results in deduction of action points. When the total action points of the team become 0, they will exit the current Fantastic Guild battle. Random monsters will be generated in the battlefield, and defeating them will yield essence, which can be used to charge the guild's commander skills. It's somehow a bit complicated. While reading it, I still don't get what's gonna happen there. Do you guys can you guys make any sense of that event?
No idea. Probably I'm just gonna wait for a YouTube video.
But I heard that the reason that they're changing Guild League matches in NA is because there were a lot of bugs.
Yeah, a lot of
with
bugs.
Guild
Many things that is causing a lot of bugs. Then the only suggestion for players to solve the bug is to restart the game. So then they are very fed up. Any players are very fed up with the way they reply things to things, the way they restrict people talking, chatting in their Discord as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's also interesting. The admin team is very responsive, at least here in the Ragnarok Origin Global. So somehow I'm very optimistic still. I don't want to say that we'll be having very very positive updates, but I'm optimistic with the updates that will be coming out in Ragnarok Origin Global, just because they've been very responsive and they've been doing a lot of visibility, such as like for example the Heartfire Tales. They reply to a lot of questions. Although sometimes the support tickets still need some work, but I'm sure it's very overwhelming with the amount of players currently playing the game, right? And
Yeah.
anything you're looking forward to in the future? Like just name one specific thing that you think you're looking forward to in the future.
Less events.
Less events for Mamin. How about you, Ava?
Not so. I actually voice out in the Hearthfire.
Heartfire Tales, yeah.
Hearthfire Tales. Extreme challenge time is too short. It's too short.
You want it to be like the whole day or something, right?
Yeah. If I remember it correctly, in NA they have it 24 hours.
Yeah, I also experienced it. 24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was one of the thing that I suggested, but I think maybe they seen it or they didn't see it. Other than that, event times, too many cookings, I guess. Too many
Yeah,
banquets.
I was surprised with the everyday cooking, man. I'm used to like 3 times a week cooking, and now it's just every day.
The thing
puke.
I remember on the extreme challenge, it's pretty much the same schedule as the Korean servers one. Korean has a limited time.
Yes. But then because the target audience are much more wider right now, I guess it is reasonable to extend the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. But okay. So anyway, I don't want to take up more of your time, guys. So I'm really thanking Avarice and Mamin for taking the time today to join us in this wonderful podcast. I hope people who listen to this podcast are able to take home a lot of quotable quotes from Mamin and Ava, a lot of experiences, and they'll be able to apply in their own gaming experience. And if you have any questions, do forward it to the Discord, which is also posted below the description portion of the Spotify link. And I guess that's it. Anything else you want to say before I close the recording?
Spend wisely, guys.
Spend wisely. Spend wisely. And have fun. I think that's if you're out having fun, stop playing. That's always my advice to everyone. All right, so have fun, guys, and we'll see you in inter-server activities. Oh, one thing I wanted to say before I end the session. I was heartbroken when I asked the Heartfire Tales about server transfer, to be honest. I just want that possibility in the future, just so that people are able to play with us, rather than hoping for the merge with the server that you wanted to go into. Because the merge will be predetermined by them, right? But the server transfer would probably be better for individuals who wanted to transfer to a specific server. But apparently they said that at this moment they're not entertaining this feature, or are currently not in their terms of service. So hopefully someday they reconsider that option. Just so that we have some players who can either go into our server or we can go into another server to just play with our friends. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. See you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend ahead. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.